Hello guys and ghouls, another video, sort of an unboxing arrival, check it out thing to see this time. And as usual, first things first, the bottle today contains a craft sweet apple cider from Brinkhall Sparkling brewery, which is just a few miles actually from where I live, and proven to be fully domestic product. Medium sweet, little bit pale yellow, acidic, ripe apple notes and citrus notes. 100% Finnish products for the enjoyment of people who like ciders every now and then, or all the time, whatever. Very nice, very cool. And wrist check. In fact, since the last video I've had 2 new watches. This is one of them. Obviously, as a Seikoholic, I've had SKXs for yeah, a number of times, to put it mildly. This is an SKX 007K2, and what's absolutely cool about it is that the warranty card is stamped on the last day of December 2021. Where can you get one of those anymore? Nowhere. Except by a very big stroke of luck on a watch forum with cool watch fans, such as Kelloharrastajat Facebook group in Finland. Item for the review today is something I pre-ordered, as I recall it, in November 21 and got it late April 22, so quite a long period to be waiting, but not very unfamiliar to people who dabble with micro brands. And the watch is Unimatic UC 1, and here we go. The box contains, quite a cool box actually, contains a slot for 2 watches. One of them now houses the warranty card and instruction leaflet with a QR code for the digital manual, social media channels, and the Badava on the back side, and the original black, quite a nice tough feeling NATO strap with the Unimatic emblem there in the buckle. What I found quite quickly was that having this one on, it raises obviously the watch a little bit, so it did not sit very well, so I put on a strap from a Finnish guy whom many of the watch fans know in Finland, making killer straps, and I have this sort of camo or tactical or nature or whatever browned out version of a postal sack with the Finnish flag on it. Very comfortable leather on the underside and suits perfectly the militarish look of the Unimatic watch. So have a look at that. First look there. And talking about Unimatic might be a little bit controversial because they have been in a social media shitstorm recently after launching their Kingdom of Saudi Arabia version. And yeah, whatever you think about that shitstorm, I'm still a fan of the design. Established watch brand 2015 by a couple of Milanese guys that were studying industrial design in Milan Polytechnic University and ended up designing a watch that is pretty, how to say, clean cut, right at the brink of being too clean or not. For some people's taste it might be. For my taste it's pretty much right down to as minimalistic as I would probably get, because it still has some nice features that I appreciate. And let's see how this sticks into the collection. Or is it a flipper, as many of the micros in my collection seem to have been over the years. Not many of them stay for more than a year. Obviously they have a lot of different models these days. This one is, like I said, the Modello Uno Classic UC1. And the short spec is 300 meter WR, diameter 40 millimeter on the case. The bezel is a little bit oversized at 41.5. 120 clicks on a monodirectional bezel, 2.5 mil double dome sapphire, AR on the underside, black aluminum insert with a small dot at 12 o'clock currently. Superluminova and Seiko NH35A under the hood, which is not that accurate, like -20 +40, but it's fine when you have a lot of watches and don't really that much care how accurate the ones are that you are wearing, maybe once a month or once every few weeks. Anti-magnetic, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So quite a basic micro brand spec, and stainless case obviously, and screw crown, and what else? Nothing much. So what first attracted me to this piece was really the clean look that can be dressed up or down by changing the strap quite nicely, and look at the polishing. Quite decent for a 600 euro watch, including all the taxes and transport and so on. quite clean cut, sharp edges, not razor sharp so that you can cut your fingers in them, like some of these micros have. Quite a decent quality of finish. The crown a little bit struggles to get into the threads, that's why I'm not opening it at this time. And the back side has some sort of fancy engraving there that you can use to navigate some shit, which I'm never gonna do, but yeah, cool, different case back nonetheless. And I like the profile as well. So with a 2-part strap, this wrists quite nicely with the NATO. I'm probably never gonna wear it with a NATO because I'm not such a big fan of NATOs, and it does raise this up a little bit so that it doesn't really hug the wrist that well. And yeah, screwing case back. Black ALU bezel insert, little bit bluish AR. And a couple of things that I really love about this watch is a high quality quartz, and to my mind quite a stunningly simple dial. You can read the time well, you can tell 12 from 6 o'clock. The logo of the company, or the brand name of the company, is not overpowering in the dial. Love the shape of the hands, the second hand as well. And haven't really decided yet what I think about the color of the lume in normal lighting. A little bit yellowish, creamy yellowish. It might actually have some sort of description. It's called pale green, but it's more like yeah, okay, it could be sort of green as well. It's more yellow to me. Let's call it yellow green. Haha, compromise. And basically only one surprise to this watch, having seen dozens of micros in this price range and below, with decent specs and decent finishing. When I was turning the bezel for the first time, it was like a whoa, what? And check this out. Pretty metallic, right? Never heard anything like that. Not disturbing, it moves really well. It's sticky, which is kind of good because it's not rotating unintentionally. But the sound, Jesus. Yeah, it's not going to leave my collection because of that, but it's certainly different. Holy hell. Let's compare it to something slightly more traditional, like an SKX. Just pointing it to the microphone here. And this again. Okay, well, but yeah, it's something I've been eyeing every now and then for a long time. Now I had an opportunity because I spotted a pre-order commercial and pulled it, and now it's here. And yep, let me know how you feel about the watch. Not so much the possibly woke political aspects of getting this watch in the time and day when when there are other even more monstrous regimes doing their deeds, as KSA. Thanks for tuning in. I would appreciate if you subscribe, hit the notifications, tell your buddies that this channel exists, and maybe it will encourage me to do more videos and possibly even invest in some tech to make my growly whiskey burnt sound even a little bit better. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next vid. Bye bye.